Hello, my name is Yusrat. I will be sharing a message for a group of people. If this message does not resonate, feel free to scroll past. Yeah, I guess we'll get started. If I look down, I'm most likely just checking my notes. I do meditate beforehand and while I'm doing my readings. Yeah. So originally, what I got was I saw my vision kind of like turn upside down or like spin. So I feel like a lot of your lives have been turned upside down. You might have lost a job. Honestly, that's what I feel like. And then I saw a magnifying glass, and what that meant to me was that your problems just feel very like in your face, kind of like it's hard to see anything besides that, just the bad stuff that's happening in your life. And I feel like a lot of you are like reserved, you're homebodies. And I think this is for a select number of people, probably not everybody, but I did also see a bookstore. So I'm assuming some of you worked at a bookstore. Or a library, but bookstore seems like the main that I'm getting, somewhere with books. So I feel like you're a kind of person who's just very, this seems like a very reserved kind of person, somebody who's reserved, somebody who, has done things, in their own way, kind of followed a certain routine and, I feel like you all know what you're doing with your lives, but it's like because your lives have been turned upside down, and I also feel like some of you are in grieving mode. I don't think you've lost somebody. I mean, some of you, I feel like you might have lost, I think, a pet or an animal. And for some of you, you may be grieving losing your job. All valid. I'm really sorry about that. And I think like at this point in your life you have to, or you're kind of at a crossroads where you're trying to figure out where you want to go, considering like you're kind of questioning like what exactly you want to do with your life with all these things happening in your life right now. Completely valid. Let's ask for some advice. So we came out with the Knight of Wands. I think I think there's a lot going on right now. I feel like there's a looming threat. I feel like actually what I feel like is you think that there's a looming threat on the horizon. You're afraid of what you're going to be met with going forward. And that could be a result of all that's been happening in your life currently or from your past. But I do feel like it is what's happening right now. As I said, like some of you may have lost a pet or an animal. I know what it's like to lose an animal that you care very deeply about. And also just the life that you've led. I feel like you think something is going to happen that's going to completely turn your life around in a bad way. Honestly, some of you, your lives have been turned upside down and you think like it's like the worst. Honestly, like, life does happen, but you are not going to be stuck in that position forever. It is only a temporary chapter in your life. And I see that with the Seven of Cups, actually, you have good news. There is a lot that you can choose from. Like if some of you have lost your jobs, I feel like you have the skill sets to go to different types of, or different fields in your new career. Considering like all these skill sets that you have, I think you are able to find a new position And you'll, I guess, like, I won't say that you'll be fine, but I think you just have a lot of options on your hand right now. There's, you know, the world is your oyster. There's just so much that you could be doing. And yeah, I guess it's kind of hard when there are a lot of options. Two of Wands. Yeah, see, you got the world at your hands. With this torch right here, what I'm getting is that you're going to be fueled by your passion, or you're going to start a passion project. You're going to have a few loyal people, or a few loyal, yeah, I guess, like, people who are, like, on your side and who will be on the lookout, not really lookout, but who will see you start this project and kind of, like, support you in that endeavor. But always remember, you've got the world in your hands, so you can make anything possible. And with that, I'll leave y'all. I hope this was helpful and this resonated. If it did so, please let me know in the comments.